before I share, if I see comments that says, those are boys, not men, I'm going to block you. Because either you're an idiot or you're sick, right? Boys are children. Over the age of 18, you're officially a man, regardless of your mentality. Boys are children, okay? So I don't want to see those comments. Men want women exactly the way they are. They're liars. They don't want involved women. They don't want secure women. They don't want their dream girl. They don't want any of that. They just want to fantasize about those women. They want the women that they're comfortable around. Men are just as insecure or possibly even more insecure than women. And we touched on this a little bit in my book club last week, right? The more secure you become in yourself, the higher you ascend, the less men want you. Because it's easy and comfortable to be around a woman because most women are predictable. Most women are the same, right? And so men can determine how you're going to act, how you're going to respond, what will make you happy. Like, when a woman is evolved, she's the real unpredictable one, because men are not used to those kinds of women. So men want women exactly the way they are. And this is one of the reasons why women have not evolved, because most women are the pick-me's they hold so much disdain for. So as long as a man accepts them, they're going to be who they are. So self-mastery is really for yourself, right? Because people are going to look at you and treat you as if you're not a woman, as if you don't have emotions, and it's like they believe you can handle more abuse, not literal abuse, but harsher treatment, right? Men become aloof, curt, mean even, right? Because they don't know, and this is just my perspective, right? I'm not a man. I don't have a man's mind. I can't think like a man. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. I was born a female, so I cannot think like a man. But I can gauge the thoughts by how men respond to me, right? Men will look at me and assume that I'm being taken care of by a man, or men are fawning after me, because they'll sit on social media or they'll talk to me and they dig my mindset. Because I know one thing, men respect competence. But when it comes to the women they choose, they want you extremely humbled, reserved, right? Where they have all the control. If you are the source of your happiness, self-esteem, men respond to you differently. They want to be the source. Just listen to how they talk. It's like they get offended if a woman is happy in her skin, if she doesn't really want to be attached to a man. And they assume that means they want to be attached to multiple men, right? I wrote about this on Facebook. Men assume when women say, I'm going to live my life and do me, they think we mean with other men, because that's how they operate. They remain open to all women. Even if it's no connection, they're always open to women. So they believe that that's how we are. And there are women like that. But I'm talking about women who are mastered within themselves or working towards it. Men become less and less of a priority. Not that we don't want them, but you start to realize that men really don't want you. I say this all the time. Men think they want a woman like me. It would only make sense, right? You know, I'm attractive and I'm intelligent, I'm smart, right? And I speak to, again, men respect competence, right? So I speak to all of that. But men are still primal, and they're still visual, and they're still insecure. And they know, well, shit, if she's here with me, then there's possibly better. Men are in a constant state of competition. So if they keep themselves guarded, if a man beats them and takes their woman, then it won't have such an effect on them. They don't realize the higher a woman ascends, the more she will value the man that's with her. And you know, women have to realize that the higher you ascend, the more humble you have to be with men. It's almost like you have to preserve their ego. I'm not even gonna get into this now, because women start getting offended by shit like this. I ain't doing it. But this is that's another conversation. Someone said to me a while ago, in a matter-of-factly type of way, as if this is my reality. Oh, I know, you know, whatever man you're with spoils you and takes you. I know the work that I put in myself, and I know most men, damn near all men, don't deserve that. They deserve the women that they have access to. As I said earlier, men want women right where they are. They don't want women any more ascended, because when a woman ascends, men have to. And men are comfortable being in the positions that they are. This is why men will put up with shit from women, because dealing with a woman who's self-mastered, self-actualized, it requires more. Men don't really want to deal with that. They would rather deal with, I mean, look at And this is no tea, no shade, but look at wives. They never look glamorous. The only time you see trophy wives is if the man is rich, or he's on his second marriage and he's older and he really doesn't, he's gotten comfortable with himself. And most of the women men choose, they don't look like the women they claim they want. So all this weight requirement, all that stuff, most men are not choosing the women that they claim they want. They're choosing a regular plain Jane woman that know she's not really turning heads, or she's just cute. She looks like a mom or wife. They all women that are married all have like a certain, they don't look like me. And this is why men will assume that either I have a bunch of suitors or I'm dating around, or because they know, the average man knows that most men are not choosing me for the roles that they claim they want, the wife, and they don't really want that with me, right? And women like me. Again, I touched on this in my book club, and sometimes I speak about it. That is what comes with self-mastery and ascension. This is why ridding yourself of male-centeredness is very, very important, because the higher you ascend, the less men will want you. They will know that you are the right choice, but they will go the safe route. And we know this, the Madonna whore complex, we know all these things. But people don't really believe it. Men are liars. They don't want the women they claim they want. All this beauty and age, and they don't really want those women. They want the safe women.